is scheduled for one fall and is for the FIP Florida Heritage Championship match. There is a stipulation. If Maxwell Chicago loses this match, he will never wear a tuxedo in a WWN Live match again.
I, for one, can't fathom living in a world where that's the case.
Well, definitely. If anybody can help bring back the mood, and here we go. Maxwell Chicago being showered with roses. I don't know about you, Lenny, but Maxwell Chicago puts a smile on my face.
Man is entertainment personified. Not a fan of heights, though.
Signs of Cactus Jack and Terry Funk here. But with roses. And look at the gentleman, Maxwell Chicago, giving a rose to Heather Lynn. This match coming about through Maxwell Chicago busting into the office of MSL, demanding another match, complaining of how many times interference had stopped him from beating Chasyn Rance, actually making the point at FIP Presents Fallout that he had a pin in a tag match over Chasyn Rance. And MSL said, look, buddy, you're the one coming to me. You got to give me something if we're going to do this. And, well, Maxwell, he is that tuxedo, Lenny.
Yeah, he basically put up his identity as a professional wrestler against the Florida Heritage Championship.
Scott Hall just took a picture of Chasyn Rance and Santana Garrett.
We got a Hall of Famer in the building tonight.
And the NWA Champion of the World for Women. Now, there's a cameo for you. But nevertheless, Chasyn Rance, been the champion since May.
Introducing first, the challenger from Chicago, Illinois, weighing 200 pounds. He is your lounge singing luchador, Maxwell Chicago.
Boost for Chasyn Rance here. You're reigning and defending FIP Florida Heritage Champion. I was starting to say, Lenny, been champion since May, won it at the J Cup, the Florida J Cup of 2014. Probably over, I think he said it was 22 or 23 defenses of that championships. Defended it all over the state of Florida. Arguably the most defenses. I don't have Wikipedia in front of me, though, there, Lenny.
That have to cover up, that don't have a chiseled body like this. Santana, and after this match is over, this is staying with me, so you'll be wrestling in this.
Man, I hate giving him credit. That's tremendous.
It really is. Chasyn Rance, akin to a Chippendale right now, but regardless, them some tights. And we're loud enough you can hear us.
Shout out to Kenny King. Always young, rich, and ready for action. Much like Maxwell Chicago. Minus the rich and the ready for action part. He's young. And we are underway.
So Maxwell Chicago.
The Florida Wrestling Heritage Champion. You're going to have to wrestle for this, buddy.
When you hear Chasyn making that point, Maxwell Chicago is going to have to wrestle.
He may need a little help.
You know, and Chasyn Rance making that point with his chiseled body, and you can't deny the shape the man's in. Will Maxwell look the same in those type of tights?
No, I'm gonna go out on a limb, a very short limb here, and say no.
I mean, technically, is that a tuxedo, and he couldn't wear them anyway? But you know, regardless, this match is underway. We need to mic Maxwell Chicago.
He's advising Chasyn that his hands are cold.
Little shout out to Scott Hall there. Toying with Maxwell Chicago, mussing up his hair. Kindle a little Razor Ramon.
Chicago back to his feet. Arm drags his way free. That's a new one he learned. I think he's up to 6 now.
I was going to say, we should get the move counter started here. I don't know if we put the graphics for that here on WWNlive.com, but maybe on the DVD release. But kidding aside, you know, Maxwell, it's going to be interesting to see how is he going to approach this match with Chasyn if there's not going to be distractions around ringside.
No, MSL barred from ringside. The MSL Universe nowhere to be found here. And some would argue that that's really the only edge that Max is going to need against Chasyn here tonight. It has been the Universe that has really been the cause of every defeat he's had, or every lost opportunity to victory he's had, rather.
Well, let's not take anything away from Chasyn, though. He's had quite a few matches in his career that I think a lot of people who may have ever underestimated the man. He's told he's a top cruiserweight. He's a top Florida Heritage champion. Heck, he beat Lince Dorado for that championship, and Lince wasn't able to get it back.
Lost his hair to Lince in the process, but
different timeline, but accurate point. Maxwell's trying to roll out. Kip up. Chasyn's just looking at him like, what are you doing? He does, he kips up. Oh. Reverses the armbar, but no, Chasyn just powers out.
Somebody's been studying.
I am freaking scared. Maxwell.
He says he's just playing with him.
I am cocky, right? Yeah.
Double check in with Scott Hall and Santana, and indeed he is cocky.
Yes, he is certainly cocky. On occasion, he's shown the ability to back it up. But I wonder if he may be taking Maxwell a little bit lightly here. As Maxwell tries to go up and over, and yeah, he doesn't have the hops of a Chasyn Rance. I told you, he doesn't like heights.
Not like heights.
Watch. Push out.
Chasyn Rance going to school with Maxwell, but Maxwell catches him with the arm drag. Hip toss, should I say.
Maybe he doesn't get the up and over, but he's got the hip toss down. That's what, 4 now? He knows how to block a hip toss, too.
Yeah.
Up and over, Chasyn on his feet.
There's the slam. Listen to this crowd. I think Maxwell Chicago is perhaps the most... for a high-risk maneuver. Probably the most popular wrestler in the history of the Orpheum.
Well, wait a second. He got to be careful here. He gets nosebleeds from that height.
An elbow from the first row. That was awesome chance for that elbow off the first rope, but you see Maxwell. Maxwell calling for a Shirley Temple from the bar. I think you heard him. Are you kidding? What is he supposed to do?
Drop toe, look right on cue.
There's a Shirley Temple. That's
Shirley Temple driver.
Shirley Temple driver. Successful! Ice everywhere. Chasyn's in trouble. That was some service there.
With a smile and a cover. 2 count again.
2 count only. Uh-oh. Well, Maxwell running the tab up, asking for another Shirley Temple.
This one's strong. I'm kind of tipsy.
Oh,
right in the
Chasyn
face.
Rance. Yeah, I think Chasyn's not messing around now, Lenny. This, you know, it's all, it can be all fun and games, if you will, with Maxwell Chicago, but Chasyn's ready to wrestle.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, in all seriousness, this is for the FIP Florida Heritage Championship. This is a belt that, you know, came into being back at the Battle of the Belts for for Full Impact Pro back in 2007. It was March of 2007, in fact, that Eric Stevens was the first man to win this title. Presented the belt by the son of the late Eddie Graham, the late Mike Graham. A very touching ceremony up in Crystal River. Oh!
Slapping Maxwell.
And it's a belt that's been held by a lot of great athletes. Guys like Sal Renaro and Rhett Titus, Brad Allen, the Man Scout Jake Manning, Uha Nation, Grant Akuma. This is not a joke, this championship. This is an important title here in Full Impact Pro. Cross arm breaker, he doesn't quite have it locked in though. Chasyn needs to get his left foot over the top. Instead, changes it up. Figure 4 arm bar. A great counter there by Chasyn to the counter of Maxwell Chicago. Roll up for a near fall. Very close again.
Chasyn, yeah, I want to reiterate this. He is no slouch. Chasyn Rance is a hell of a wrestler. And without distractions, without some of the silliness of the things that can happen with the MSL universe at the ringside, you know, I think what you're seeing here is another shout out to Scott there. But what you're seeing is that Chasyn's a hell of a champion, Lenny Leonard.
16 successful defenses since winning the Florida Heritage title.
I dare say I think it's over 20 according to him.
Well, it wouldn't be the first time he hasn't told the truth.
Again, that abdominal stretch. Keeps looking over to Scott Hall. You know, Scott was notorious for this, doing the abdominal stretch, going for the ropes. You know, and is that a mistake?
Oh, side Russian leg sweep.
Dude.
Drove the back of the head of Maxwell Chicago into the canvas for another near fall.
Yeah, somehow kicks out.
A little frustration starting to show perhaps on the face of Chasyn here.
And Maxwell starting to fight back too.
Up and over the top. Oh, they cracked heads.
That's a noggin knocker to say the least.
Ooh.
I think this is one of those moments where you let that visual speak for itself. Looking like Maxwell might be the first man to make it back to his feet. Trying to use the ropes to his advantage. Chasyn's coming to as well. Hate to see this match end with a count out. Drop kick from Maxwell Chicago.
The gimmick stealer.
1, 2.
Didn't hook the leg. Anaconda Vice.
I didn't know that Maxwell Chicago knew the Anaconda Vice.
Maxwell Chicago watching his New Japan tapes on New Japan World, apparently.
Chasyn ends up powering out.
Blocks the leg lariat.
Chasyn misses the enziguri.
Touch of class into the shadow kick.
Eat your heart out, Johnny Cage. Rolls him up. 2. No, foot on the rope. Last second. Rolled in, hooked the leg. But Maxwell couldn't see it. Maxwell thinks he's won this match. But Chasyn Rance, ring presence, ring awareness, keeps his rope off the foot on the rope. And now Chasyn taking a break. Smart move by the champion. He doesn't have to beat Maxwell Chicago. Maxwell Chicago has to beat Chasyn Rance. And he's getting pushed back in by one of the fans. Rolls him up. One.
Feet on the ropes. Oh, referee saw it. How many matches have we seen him win in this building with that very move right there?
That may have been Maxwell Chicago's best chance. Mason just plants him.
Emerald explosion. No! He kicked out! He kicked out!
Somehow Maxwell Chicago kicks out. Maxwell chants erupting.
Under the bottom rope.
You know what this means, Lenny?
It could be setting him up for the Chasyn driver here.
If he hits this, it's going to be academic. You know, Chasyn's spending way too much time trying to impress his friend Scott Hall.
Oh!
He gets crushed by Maxwell Chicago.
What a counter by Maxwell. Chasyn feeling it here. I think Max knows he's got to go up. I don't think he knows. He's got to go up here. He's got to take the chance of a lifetime here.
Now, how high risk is Maxwell Chicago going to take this?
He's got to go all the way up. High risk, high reward here.
Second rope.
He's going all the way up. Hurricane run off the top. Cover. We got a new champ.
Here is your MLB Heritage Champion, Maxwell Chicago.
The boyhood dream has been realized. Maxwell did it.
A Frankensteiner from the top rope, and we have a new FIP Florida Heritage Champion, Maxwell Chicago. Man had a hell of a winning streak going at the relaunch of FIP, and he is holding one of the premier championships in all of professional wrestling. Lenny, I've never looked forward to hear the words of a man more than this conversation.
Chicago with the biggest win in your career. You are the new Florida Heritage Champion. You know, if I could have done it anywhere in the world, I'm glad I did it at the RPM in Ybor City. But I have to say this, I love the RPM, I love Ybor City, but you guys, your support is the reason I won. Your support is the reason that this lounge singing, spandex tuxedo wearing is the champion. You guys were there for me in New Orleans, you were there for me in New York, you were there for me in Chicago, and I just want to say thank you for being there for me. Always. This is your title too! This is all of our title! Let's hear it for the new Florida Heritage Champion, Maxwell Chicago!
History has been made in the Orpheum tonight, and FIP presents Ascension. Former champion Chasyn Rance, again, whether it's 16, whether it's 22, 23, successful championship defenses. Perhaps arguably one of the... A little bit of a tantrum by Chasyn Rance, but the bottom line, hell of a champion, hell of a run. But tonight, Maxwell